umaga sa tanan. Good day, everyone. My name is Noreen Bautista. I'm the entrepreneur in residence for marketing and programs at Quadra TBI, the official technology business incubator of the Iloilo Science and Technology University. First off, happy Foundation Week to ISAT U. As a proud Ilongga, I am very honored to be part of the ISAT U community as one of the team members in this very innovative project that aims to incubate the next generation of tech startups in the Philippines. ISAT U Quadra TBI was launched just this year through a grant from the DOST Philippine Council for Industry, Energy, and Emerging Technology, or DOST PSURD. This is through the Higher Education Institution Readiness for Innovation and Technopreneurship, where our goal is to incubate innovative deep technology startups through spin-off researchers of our university and actual startup entrepreneurs joining this movement to build an innovative Philippines. Welcome, everyone, to our celebration. So to give the welcoming remarks, let's hear from our very own president, Dr. Raul F. Muyong.
University key officials, faculty and staff, ISAT U Quadra technology-based incubator partners, researchers, startups, incubators, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good day to one and all. I would like to congratulate the ISAT U Quadra TBI under the leadership of the project leader, Dr. Carlos Sira, Rayjan T. Himalocho, KTBI project manager, and Norin Marian C. Bautista, KTBI marketing manager, for holding this activity as one of the highlights of the 116th founding anniversary of Iloilo Science and Technology University this year. Today's activity is indeed very significant. Today, we will be witnessing the various demonstration activities of Quadra Campo. It is hoped that this significant activity would be able to raise the awareness among the general public and stakeholders that Quadra TBI exists and is the approved technology-based incubator of the Iloilo Science and Technology University. Furthermore, may this activity attract potential partners and supporters for Quadra TBI and our startups, and also position ISAT U KTBI as an emerging incubating instrumentation startups in the Philippines. I am very optimistic that with the ISAT U KTBI, the university would be able to contribute in job creation, development of entrepreneurs, and the promotion of public-private academic collaborative partnership in regional economic development in particular, and of the country in general. Despite the challenges brought about by the global pandemic, let us continue working together with passion and make ISAT U soar higher, especially in the areas of science and technology. Once again, congratulations to one and all, and keep safe always.
Thank you, President Muyong. And of course, the ISAT U Quadra TBI is under the supervision of the Vice President for Research and Extension. So to give his short remarks, please welcome Dr. Carmelo Ambut.
Mayong adlaw sa tanan. The Office of the Vice President for Research and Extension is here to create, protect, share, and transfer knowledge and technology. The university has been performing well on its mandate of creating knowledge and technology, as shown on its various externally funded research and development projects, and a good percentage of faculty and staff participating in its research and development activities. Intellectual property rights of these research and development outputs are protected through the Intellectual Property Management Office and are shared through publications and presentations. Matured knowledge and technologies are either deployed to the community through our Extension Services Division or commercialization through the Technology Business Incubator or the ISAT U Quadra. The ISAT U Quadra is the breeding ground for the potential business enterprise out of matured technologies developed in the university. Worth mentioning that aside from the university-based incubators, ISAT U Quadra also welcomes incubators who are non-university based. This pitching session is one of the major milestones in the life of the TBI incubatee. Incubators will showcase their proposed business ideas to the panel who will further enrich them. This is our main participation in this year's founding anniversary celebration of the university. May this contribution echoes a strong message that Iloilo Science and Technology University is steadfast to its mandate as a university. Join us, ladies and gentlemen, as we pitch today our business ideas. I hope that you will gain insights on what we are doing here at Iloilo Science and Technology University, Quadra, and looking forward that you will join us in the future. Sa liwat, madamo nga salamat sa tanan. Kag mayong aga.
Now you've heard from our Vice President. Now let's hear from our General Manager at ISAT U TBI. He's a startup founder himself and a proud alumnus of our university. Please welcome Mr. Rajan Helamucho.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for attending the ISAT U TBI activity as part of our university's 116th founding anniversary. First of all, I would like to thank our university key officials, headed by our very supportive university president, Dr. Raul F. Muyong, as well as to our vice presidents. As we celebrate our 116th founding anniversary with the theme Sustaining the Culture of Excellence in Higher Education in the New Normal, I am happy that our university is really gaining more attention in the regional, national, as well as in the international communities in terms of our science, technology, and innovation programs and initiatives. As one of the advocates of Innovate Iloilo, I am very happy that our university has now its own Technology Business Incubator or TBI facility. Our role in the university is to complete the cycle of the university ecosystem from instruction to research to extension, and now we have the commercialization arm of the university. We are here to encourage the creation and growth of more innovative and disruptive technologies, especially the products of our research and development, to become successful spin-off and startup companies that will contribute to the regional and national economic development. On behalf of the ISAT U Quadra TBI, I would like to challenge our faculty, students, alumni, and as well as our external stakeholders to work together so that we can produce more research and development projects that can be maximized by the public and has the market potential. The Quadra TBI, under the Intellectual Property Management Office, is here to help you in your R&D commercialization journey. Let us work together to innovate Iloilo, especially in producing technologies that will turn Iloilo to a smart city and community, and will have the innovation-driven economy and a strong startup ecosystem. And that, I am inviting all of you to like our Facebook page and Instagram account, ISAT U Quadra TBI, to watch out our programs and activity announcements like our Technopreneurship series, the next Quadra TBI Campo, the Startup Bootcamp Cohort 2, and the different partnerships, activities, and many other opportunities. Our first Quadra cohort incubators will now undergo the following programs: venture building, investment readiness, customized professional and expert consultancy and other services, business matching and pitching to regional, national, and international competitions, as well as they will proceed to the acceleration program. Lastly, I would like to thank our business organizations, the Iloilo Local Economic Development Foundation, the Iloilo Business Club, the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industries Iloilo chapter, as well as the Department of Science and Technology, the Department of Trade and Industry, and the Department of Information and Communication Technology for your commitment to support the ISAT U Quadra TBI in its incubatees. Once again, good morning. Let us innovate Iloilo.
Indeed, we should definitely be an active part in innovating Iloilo and the rest of the Philippines. Now, at this point, it's now my pleasure to share with you what really is Quadra TBI's programs. So here I'm showing my screen, and this is our deck to show the Startup Incubation Program of Quadra TBI. So our tagline is that we aim to nurture Philippine deep tech startups for inclusive growth and sustainable development. Now, when we conceptualized this in the early part of this year, we said that the brand statement for Quadra needs to be as business support system for creative science and tech entrepreneurs in an innovative environment with a futuristic, nurturing, and inspiring team. The reason why our name is called Quadra TBI, because like a quadra, which is like a barn for animals that is nurturing the animals inside the barn, that is also what we hope to be for the startups that we help, to be an organization that's very nurturing and supportive, because we want to raise the startups from ideas to viable businesses that will have significant contribution to our society, not just in Iloilo, but also in the rest of the Philippines. Being that the project was funded by DOST, we have until next year, December 2022, to fulfill our mandate, which is to incubate at least 30 startups and graduate at least 2 profitable companies. And we also want to encourage our ISAT U researchers to commercialize their R&D through startup entrepreneurship. The reason why I'm very excited to be part of Quadra is because I have been an entrepreneur myself for the past 10 years and more. And I know the power of incubators to be enablers for startups. All of the wonderful technologies that you are experiencing right now is a product of technology startups. And this is what we hope to develop here in Quadra TBI. So we started this last April and we counted 90 weeks. That's why we are actually on the almost on the 6th month of this whole program. So let me share with you the framework that we're using, which is the similar framework of startup development that many incubators, not just in the Philippines, use, but across the world. So we always say that it starts with the formation stage. And this is where you come up with an idea. You don't need to have a product yet, or something that works, but there's this idea inside you that you really want to make happen. That's the first step. And then we help you form that idea into something of a validated model. When we say validated, it means that there's proof that you are solving a real problem that actual people will be willing to pay for, which is really the definition of a business, that you have the ability to solve a problem that people will pay you to do. And this is what we focus on the second phase, which is on idea validation, which is often called the lean startup approach. And then if you pass our validation stage, which is our boot camp actually, you can now be eligible for the actual incubation program, which aims to set you up through the growth stage or the scale up stage. So at Quadra TBI, our goal really is to help the founders in the process of formation, validation, and growth. So how exactly do we do that? So we have two tracks. First, we call it the Quadra Campo. Quadra Campo is our inaugural startup bootcamp for our idea-based startups. So as I mentioned, you don't need to have a solution. Even if you have an idea, you are welcome to apply to our Quadra Bootcamp. We just concluded the first batch of our Quadra Campo last August, and I'm very excited to share that some of the startups who pitched during the Quadra Campo, you will get to see their actual pitches later today. Now, what is needed for you to pass the boot camp? You have to be able to prove that you have what we call a product market fit, which is a term in the startup world that basically showcases that you have a problem that can be solved and you are the right team to solve this problem. And there are customers who will pay you to solve this problem. And we're teaching you things like creating a customer persona so that it's very clear who is the customer you're serving and also the journey of the customer. And these are some of the things that we will teach you when you join our bootcamp. Now, for you to be eligible to go through the accelerator, you have to pass the panel pitch, which is a pitch in front of seasoned investors, startup entrepreneurs, business people, and other notable panelists in the ecosystem of the Philippine startup and business space, because they will vet if you have indeed passed the minimum criteria to be considered for incubation. And once you are, you can now proceed to the accelerator, which is our dedicated program that will customize the support depending on your business. And this is where we really tap consultants who would customize the support for our startups with the goal of getting them to be investment ready. We are closely working with the business community here in Iloilo, but also are in the whole country and even abroad, so that we can have a pipeline of funders who could fund the viable startups that go through our program. So just a sneak peek, this is what we showcased during the Quadra Campo. We started this last June 25, and there's a total of 5 sessions where the first is all about introduction to problem validation, concepts like design thinking and lean startup. We teach that. And the second session is about customer development and user personas. And this is very important because you really can't be a successful startup if you do not specify who exactly your customer is. It's not enough to say that you're serving millennials or you're serving women ages 30 and above. You have to be very specific, as if you can name the customer, you know what he or she is into, the likes and dislikes, what are her pain points. And this session helps startup founders flesh out the user personas and introduces the concept of a customer journey map. Those are things that you will learn when you go through the program. The next session is on building and testing a minimum viable product, or what is commonly known as an MVP. So an MVP is really a way to prototype, to to prove if what you have in mind is in fact what will solve the customer's problem. The best proof of a business is a paying customer. So it's different from the usual research process and validation process when you go through the academic scientific research as opposed to market research validation. So what is really required is you have to show proof that there are people who would be willing to pay for your solution through a simple prototype. And this doesn't have to be super grand. You don't have to spend a lot. You'd actually, many people don't even spend anything at all. But that's why it's called minimum viable product, because you want to release something that's just enough for you to test and see if your assumptions are correct in the market research that you've had and in the ideation you had. So that was our third week in Quadra Campo. The fourth week is where it really gets down to business, literally, because we talked about money. At the end of the day, Quadra TBI is here to develop viable, feasible, and desirable startups. And startups at the end of the day must be profitable businesses. And this is the key. We teach you how to think about setting up your cost structure and your revenue structure. We teach you about pricing. We teach you about how to think through the numbers. And also, we teach you about financing. What are the options that you could take so that you could actually fund the business? And what it takes also to build your business model so it can be invested in. And the end goal of it is to prepare a pitch. So preparing the pitch is where it all comes together. And this is one of my favorite things, because when you do a pitch, it's also like storytelling. It's like you're writing a story and you're presenting it in 3 to 5 minutes, everything that you've done in your startup, and making sure that the audience, the panelist, the investor has this appreciation of the problem you're solving and sees the potential of the market if you do solve this problem. And of course, it culminates in the pitch day, which we just had. And this is where it all boils down to presentation and also the ability to defend. So we're actually going to open up the second cohort for Quadra Campo. So I invite everyone, if you're interested, to sign up. Please like our Facebook page at ISAT U TBI, also on Instagram and LinkedIn at the same handle, because we will be announcing soon our call for applications for the next Quadra TBI bootcamp or Quadra Campo. So aside from the bootcamp and accelerator programs, we also have these monthly Technopreneurship 101 series. So this happens usually at the last Wednesday of every month. And one of our sessions was from the organizations around the Philippine startup ecosystem, like Kubo Innovation Hub. So we had Ms. Alwyn Rosell of Kubo Innovation Hub and Idea Space. They are actually considered the national startup incubator of the Philippines. So she's currently the head of startup development in those organizations, and she gave a wonderful talk breaking down what it takes to become a tech startup founder. We also had a talk on technopreneurship for social impact, and we had Mr. Kevin De La Cruz, one of our good friends, who is heading the Innovation for Social Impact Partnership, or ESIP, which is an initiative by PhilDev Foundation, the Australia Embassy, and UNDP. And this is all about trying to have the perspective that at the end of the day, we're not just talking about technology and innovation. All of these things have purpose. Kumbaga, innovations nga may pulos, as we call it. At the end of the day, the reason why we're doing this is because we want a better society. We want to achieve sustainable development and achieve the sustainable development goals. And this was a session that helped us understand that and gain a perspective of that. So we're actually preparing a few more sessions in the coming months. So again, if you want to be involved, this is absolutely free. You don't have to pay for anything. It's all online. So please follow our Facebook pages and Instagram page as well, and even LinkedIn and Twitter also for updates of our upcoming events. And yeah, we are very keen on tapping very credible partners, trainers, and mentors. So one of our really good friends, Mr. Maki Mitsuhashi, was our lead trainer for our Quadra Campo program. And he has deep expertise in intellectual property, innovation, biotechnology, and we are getting a lot of mentors and panelists also from the international and national networks for innovation and startups. So yeah, as I all right, recording after the presentation, introducing startups in 1, 2, 3, go. All right, now at this point, it's now my pleasure to introduce 8 amazing startup companies that have qualified to be part of the Quadra TBI incubation program. These are the startups that have passed the panelists for pitch day and are now eligible to be called startup incubatees. So you will be hearing their pitches during our Quadra Campo pitch day, as well as testimonials for each. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our ISAT U Quadra TBI Startup Incubatees. And now, this is now the time for us to start our pitch. All right, so just a reminder, we will start first with one of our startups who is helping the local MSMEs digitize. We would be having 5 minutes each for every presenter. At the 4-minute mark, you will hear an alarm. So hopefully, we're actually doing the countdown right now so you can hear the alarm and hopefully everyone hears it. 3, 2, 1, and I don't know if you hear that. Okay, so that's sort of the alarm that will happen. So once you hear that, that is actually the signal that there's 1 minute left and we need to wrap up. So without further ado, our first startup for today is Bakalokal, headed by Anvi Magbanwa.
Hello, good morning, everyone, and thank you for giving us this opportunity to present our story of helping MSMEs bounce back through the digital platform. The COVID-19 pandemic has caused a 10% drop in the Philippine GDP, and this is equivalent to 1.9 trillion pesos. And something closer to home in Iloilo City, 85.7% of the businesses have significant. Hello?
We can see your center view.
Sorry. Sorry. So 87% of the businesses here in Iloilo have actually said that the COVID-19 have a significant impact on the economy and on their businesses as a whole. And of course, top 3 concerns for them are the financial impact, at the same time planning, and most importantly the safety of the workers and the employees. Despite all this, there is actually a rise in the e-commerce industry sales of about $500 billion US, and this is estimated to rise in the upcoming years at a consistent rate of $400 to $700 billion a year. So let me introduce you to Tita Sally. Tita Sally is actually a producer who sells her own products from the farm. She's not techie, and during this pandemic, she encountered a problem on where to sell the products that she is offering. Another character that we have is actually Manang K. Manang K is a professional and she is an eco warrior. She usually shops in the local market. She is tech savvy, but during this pandemic, it raises the concern of her safety in acquiring basic necessities and the lack of an online platform or a platform where she can get all the products that she needs. This is where the Bakalokal platform came in. This is an initiative of Youth First Philippines Inc. that offers the convenience of delivery for accessible pickup points and accessible pickup points for products offered from certified local producers. With the aid of the DOST6, we were able to get a grant of 1.8 million for us to establish the online platform and at the same time gather as much MSMEs in the region to help them start and bounce back the loss of income that was resulted from this pandemic. Products offered in the platform includes fresh produce, food and beverage, up until the causes and advocacies that you wanted to support. Currently, Bakalokal is gaining revenue from the price markups, our transaction fees, also the referral fee for services, and very soon we will also be launching our subscription model. In the span of 1 year, we have already completed our web development and is continuously gaining our acquisition for both our customers and our merchants. And for this, we are aiming to have 30 new merchants per month and 30 more customers per month and 5 more merchants with retention rate of 85% or 80% on a monthly basis. We have also started our mobile application development and the integration of the blockchain technology in it. As well as we have already established an eco store that is currently earning, but we are targeting to increase its sales at 25,000 per month. And of course, with your help, we wanted to target the launch of our merchant acceleration program at the end of this year, wherein it is a program that capacitates our MSMEs in ensuring sustainability for their projects. So Bakalokal actually supports government institutions or government-funded projects for us to be able to minimize financial dole-out. At the same time, we have already included the blockchain technology and big data algorithm into our web platform or into our system and have established the Produkto Lokal Hub for convenient pick-up and drop-off point, at the same time storage for these products. We have also established partnerships with GCash for all merchants. And on top of this all, we offer free membership during the portal and at the same time capacity building training for member merchants and consultation with our partner experts. The Bakalokal project is not, it will not be viable without the help of our founders and our dedicated members headed by our COO, Mr. Rajan Halamucho, and of course me for the growth manager. We also have our creative and design under Miss April Catherine Gonzalez, our in-house programmer, Mr. Ray Dorregao, and Mr. Will Benliro for our UI UX designer, and of course, Mr. Mike Ivan Arendahead that caters to our admin and finance concerns. So thank you very much for listening, and our contact details are flashed on screen, or you can just scan the QR code presented for you to be able to save it directly to your cell phones. And with this, I'm very much grateful for the opportunity that you have given us. Thank you very much. Let's continue to support local. Let's go digital. Try to shop at Bakalokal.
Hello, good morning, everyone. I'm Anvi. I am the representative for Bakalokal. So basically, Bakalokal is our project under Youth First Initiative Philippines Inc. And Bakalokal is a one-stop shop e-commerce platform or website that offers an exclusive avenue for local micro, small, and medium enterprises here, particularly in Region 6. And it offers a safe and convenient alternative in buying your personal and business needs, ranging from fresh produce up until food and beverage, lifestyle, furnitures, and even the services that you wanted to avail for your businesses. So first and foremost, I would like to thank Quadra TBI for having us also as one of the incubatees, and before that we were part of a group that attended the boot camp. So Quadra TBI gave us actually a clearer picture of our business structure and potential growth as a business. And as a founder personally, Quadra TBI gave me a different perspective of approaching the growth of our business. And at the same time, network with other like-minded individuals in the industry, particularly in the startup circle here in the region. So, one major takeaway for us, for the Bakalokal team, is actually knowing our why and the how in managing and growing the business. Especially for us, being a startup, Quadra TBI lessons from the bootcamp have prepared us to anticipate and prepare for possible potential scenarios that may arise or problems that may arise in the future for the business. And at the same time, Quadra TBI was able to give us a different direction, at the same time see which is different from the original plan that we have set. And we are very grateful for Quadra TBI bootcamp because everything came clear to us already after the boot camp. We were given a clearer direction and future plans and preparation for our business structure and business potential growth. So that's very good news for us. We are looking forward to, of course, growing with Quadra TBI. We wanted to partner with as much local MSMEs here in the region and startups as well, because Bakalokal wanted to be an example of a startup helping startup grow at the same time. And we believe that Quadra TBI is a very good avenue for us to be able to pursue this goal for us. For ISAT U, congratulations on your foundation week, and we look forward to growing with Quadra TBI and ISAT U in growing the community, particularly here in the region. Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you so much, Andy. So it
Thank
was
you,
an
Noreen.
easy.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone. And thank you so much, Anvi of Bakalokal. We would like to call on Brennan Tere of Gnosis IT Solutions. Brennan, the floor is yours.
Hi. Yeah. All right. I start. Good morning, everyone. I'm Brennan from Gnosis IT Solutions. So, Gnosis is an innovative solutions provider currently based in the Western Visayas region of the Philippines. We are focused on helping local government units and national government agencies boost their productivity and bring government services to a higher level. So our first user persona is Art, who is a regional director of a national government agency in which he could not keep track of the tasks he assigned. So this would require him to request his secretary to manually track and trace the documents. Another problem that he faces is the unavailability of the recent financial data, which he needs in order to utilize in order to keep his office's remaining budget running. So aside from these daily internal operations, Art also needs feedback from the agency's clients and customers. So instead of focusing on matters such as planning and strategizing, he's burdened with the menial tasks like signing of documents and pass slips. We also have Ina, a VRM frontline personnel. Since her office is still using the pen and paper method in managing their inventory, she has troubles monitoring and tracking medical supplies, safety equipments, especially those that have an expiration date. So because of this, the delivery of emergency services are affected and mostly done inefficiently. With the current pandemic, the processing of their travel orders and salaries have been greatly affected. Gnosis will digitalize office processes for efficient, secure, and reliable public service delivery and continuity. In turn, this accomplishes the SDG 9 and 11 of the United Nations Sustainable Goals. So our product addresses the primary needs of our clients in their digital office. This includes, but is not limited to, HRM, document tracking and management, customer satisfaction feedback, procurement, and inventory. With this, executives will have more time in planning and strategizing for the continual improvement of their office. They'll also be able to make thoughtful decisions because of the data readily available. Employees will have an efficient and fast response, gaining positive feedback from the community. All of this will lead to a productive, conducive work environment. boosting employee morale. Based on the latest survey of the United Nations, the Philippines E-Government Development Index, or the EGDI, went down from 75th in 2018 to 77th this 2020. Additionally, the E-Participation Index, or the EPI, fell a whopping 38 steps down from the 2018 ranking. With this, the government is putting great effort into digitalizing their systems. Adding all the municipalities, provinces, HUCs, and NGAs, and getting only 20% of it, and selling only our basic system, will have a projected 210 million gross revenue. For our marketing and sales strategy, we'll be tapping into our existing networks from LGUs and NGAs, attend events and exhibits, as well as solidify our social media presence. For our revenue streams, there's this one-time payment for the basic system. In addition, we have recurring fees for data management, hosting services, and other subscription-based services. We also have customer services requiring technical assistance. We're projecting 2 adapters for the first year for our basic system and 2 modules. 5 to 8 adapters for the third year, updating our system to include 5 more modules. For the 5th year, we're targeting more than 10 adapters, deploying our full system. Financially, we're projecting around $1 million for our first year, with half of it dedicated to our expenses. For the third year, it's around $4 million, with a quarter allocated to the costs. Year 5 will have a significant increase as we will be deploying our complete product package. For our competitors, we have identified some local ones. Data and systems must be secured as it is required by the Data Privacy Act, so everybody's having it. For us, our modules are fully integrated, so the data and transactions are connected in one system. We're also flexible as we have different modules to integrate in the main system depending on the client needs. Additionally, we have an array of experience dealing with LGUs and NGAs, as well as expertise with management and security of data. So our team is composed of experts working primarily in hardware and IT solutions. Our previous projects includes the ASPAS, or the which is a traveling management system intended to make traveling during this pandemic safe, swift, and smart. One expert is also an online portal for accessing the services of experts or subject matter specialists for consultancies, trainings, and seminars. We also have Bantay Panahon, where data from different agromed equipments are displayed for weather condition monitoring. Overall, Gnosis aims to empower local government units and government agencies to work smarter, better, and faster by offering sustainable, needs-specific technologies. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to present our product, and maybe become partners in the near future. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Brennan from Gnosis IT Solutions. Currently, I'm a co-founder and a developer. So Gnosis is an innovative digital solutions provider focused on helping government units and national government agencies boost their productivity and bring government services to a higher level. We aim to digitalize office processes for efficient, secure, and reliable public service delivery and continuity. So we're creating a modular, secure, and coherent smart office. Our product addresses the primary needs of our clients in their digital office. This includes, but is not limited to, HRM, document tracking and management, CSF, procurement, and inventory. Unarguably, it's the mentorship and advisory services. It allowed our management team to reduce the gap in our knowledge and experience needed to make better decisions for our company. So with their program, we were able to gain invaluable access to industry experts and mentors that otherwise would be inaccessible for us. And of course, for the upcoming acceleration program, we'll have access to office must-haves like internet, administrative support, and of course, maybe production equipment. Actually, this program was very enriching, or I say is very enriching. one of the key learnings that we were able to have was, the importance of product development. Of course, as the other startup groups have said, the customer journey mapping, and this one is very important to us, the financial management, because sa may amon group daw wala ito hindi binabalan. So we're like very very glad to be able to learn the financial aspects ng business. And of course, there are lots of ideas, but the proper execution and management, I think, it's the key for the business success. So we're very excited on how ISAT to be able to accelerate our startup business, and we're looking forward to more learnings and collaborations from the Quadra team.
But thank you, Brennan of Gnosis. For the next startup, let's call on Sir Romel Paiva of Inside Crypto Trading Bot. Sir Romel, whenever you're ready.
All right. So good morning. Hi, I'm Romel Jun Paiva, co-founder and biz dev for Inside Crypto. And our team's goal is to make crypto trading accessible and profitable for everyone. The problem that we want to solve is that something that we personally experienced is how to survive and thrive in cryptocurrency trading. Although cryptocurrency has been around for a long time, and despite it being advocated as the future of money, with some countries even accepting it as legal tender, many people still aren't on board. And that is quite understandable. Most people don't have the time to learn the things they need to safely and successfully trade crypto. For the ones that do try, without doing their due diligence, it's easy to get burned or fall for emotionally driven trading that often results in, well, disaster. Emotions like fear, uncertainty, and doubt, also known as FUD in the cryptocurrency community. And also, let's not forget greed. The roller coaster of emotions mirrors the market's movement, and that can quickly stress people out. Originally, our goal was to make trading accessible for everyone. But as we ourselves have experienced, crypto space is easy enough to get into, but then surviving and thriving are different stories actually. So our solution is to provide a customizable trading bot that will automatically trade for the user on the Binance cryptocurrency exchange platform. The trading bot uses a combination of different indicators to determine when to buy and sell based on our own tried and tested trading strategies. The bot's trading behavior can be set according to the user's risk appetite, from passive, conservative, moderate, or aggressive. And during our beta testing phase, as you can see on my screen, my starting balance was $100. I ran the bot and closed my browser at 42 trades with $2 in profit. When I opened it again on the same day, I was at 192 trades and $14 in profit. This was when the market was going down. At the end of our beta test, we do still have some users on board, but as of this morning, these are our top 10 earning pairs. Highly volatile tokens, Doge and SHIB, have earned more than $4,000 each, with the rest at varying amounts in hundreds of dollars. We had a total of 30 users, with a peak number of bots at 50, and we have earned a total of more than $11,300 for all our users. And according to Business Insider, this is our market size. As of January this year, more than 100 million people around the world are now using cryptocurrencies. And with a global market cap of $700 billion, and that's for Bitcoin alone, there is a large enough market to go around. Automated trading with bots may not be a new idea, and we do have competition, but we aim to stay ahead by having our bots be more flexible, with better win rates and lower cost of entry. And to further ensure our good foundation, to help make sure that our users don't experience FUD, we will build and strengthen our community of users where we offer tips, help, support on how to grow their portfolios. With our community building and market analysis, we will establish a strong user base. And during our beta testing, we've used our user feedback to improve our features. Our team is made up of experienced software engineers, developers, business owners, and startup founders who are all cryptocurrency enthusiasts. Our resident blockchain developer, Nerio, has been trained by Kingston University. Angelo is in charge of our front end, and myself as biz dev with years of IT industry and startup experience. Charles is our master trader who has been in crypto since 2013. Our go-to-market strategy is simply building communities that we will reach out to and build and strengthen. Our subscription is to simply get 10% of the trading profit that is generated by the bot. We have user testimonies from 2 seafarers who cannot monitor their investments because of the times they spend at work, and they are often at sea with no internet connection. So without being able to see their investments, they can't control it, but our bot is running it passively and making their investments grow without them even touching the program. We started development late last year and tested early this year. With the completion of our MVP for trading in the Binance Futures market, we are now developing the main app while adding other features for different market types. We have set our sights on having our own token that we plan to list on crypto exchanges for trading or for investors to buy and hold on to. We are still taking care of the legal aspect of things that are set up by the BSP and SEC so that we can successfully launch our ITO later on. For next year, we plan to partner with merchants that will be able to use our token for currency so that the investments that we get from paying users or investments, direct or via token, we plan to grow the team by hiring more devs for continuous development and maintenance. And we'll get community managers, fund managers, and more traders to further improve our strategies to maximize trade profit while minimizing risks. If you want to be part of this exciting venture, you may reach us here or through our social media channels. Again, this is Romel for Inside Crypto, and thank you. We hope to see you one day trading successfully by using our bots and buying our token. Thank you.
I'm Romel Jun Paiba, co-founder and biz dev of Inside Crypto. Our company is developing a trading bot web app that will automatically buy and sell cryptocurrency on the Binance exchange platform. We intend to help people who want to get into the crypto space but don't have the time to learn. With different settings for risk aggressiveness, users can set the trading bot to a level that they're comfortable with. So we have recently concluded our beta test. We made up of users of a small community of 20-ish users. And during the 2-month test, our users gained more than $4,000 in trade. So our future plans for the company and our bot is that we will create our own token that we also plan to list in cryptocurrency exchange platforms, and that will become a store of value and probably a currency, depending on local countries' laws. And we're looking for investors or traders who will buy our token and hold on to it for at least a year, wait for it to increase in value, and we'll use the proceeds to hire more developers, onboard traders, get fund managers, community managers, and use a lot of that for sales and marketing. That's probably it for our intro. So as a startup founder with some experience in joining incubators and mga startup events, Quadra TBI really stood out and helped us a lot in developing our startup. The bootcamp focused our efforts, enabling us to achieve more with the limited resources that we have. So basically what I can say that there has been a good focus from the Quadra TBI team in really helping us out, develop our product, and how to use our time, manage our resources so that we can come up with a really viable MVP. Hindi nga MVP for the sake of having an MVP, but actually one that people will use and, well, pay for. Well, we've learned that in order for us to really provide value to our customers and address their pain points, we need to look at their journey, the customer's journey from their perspective, and not coat it with any bias on our end. Kumbaga, by creating the customer persona, which was new in our experience, Dira naman nakita nga ano gid ang ilang nga ginaagyan so that they can feel that they are getting something from what we are trying to offer them or trying to sell them. So kung ma-feel nila nga gina-value naman sila and that we are providing something that they need, they would be more than willing to, support us and continue in using our product. Well, we're looking forward to scaling up. That's basically it, and everything that comes with scaling up. Okay, new people, new things to add, new features, new and improved performance, more efficient trading. And okay, because when it started, I did not know anything about trading myself. That's why I was also the perfect candidate as a user of our own product. And so during the time that we developed our MVP, I myself learned niya pwede ko man siya gali maobra with the help of our trading bot. And now I can say na with a little bit of experience, pwede ko na siya magamit yet and ma-promote to other people. So that's why we're looking forward to scaling up, getting more people to use our product. Well, thanks for everything, and we look forward to our stay in the Quadra TBI, 5 years, di ba? So there will be a lot more for us to accomplish, more things for us to do, and thank you for the support. Nami ang support sa Quadra TBI nga team. Congratulations, ISAT U in your foundation day.
Okay, for the next startup, let's call on Claire Juanico of Panublix Innovations.
Mayong aga, I'm Claire from Panublix, and we are here to connect Philippine weavers and artisans to the digital fashion and design market. Panublix comes from the Hiligaynon word panublion, which means heritage. Did you know that Iloilo was known as the textile capital of the Philippines in the 19th century? There were about 3,000 Iloilo weavers working on Hablon textile back in the 1890s. Today, there is an estimated 400 weaving enterprises around the Philippines supporting thousands of Filipino artisans. We initially started Panublix to solve our own pain points. My co-founder is a Manila-based designer, and like this persona named Diane, she always wanted to source Philippine textiles, but she needs someone local to connect with weavers and coordinate sourcing. Weavers find it difficult to access the market during this pandemic. Take Ma'am Elda, a weaving artisan in Iloilo who has been weaving hablon for 40 years. Before the pandemic, her usual sales come from tourists and big conventions. But with the imposed travel restrictions, her income decreased by 90%. On the other hand, there are end consumers like Jackie. She's digital savvy. This pandemic, she's working remotely, and her eagerness to discover her culture drives her to buy meaningful pieces for her home and wardrobe. E-commerce could be a great platform to connect Mom Elda, Diane, and Jackie. But at 70 years old, learning online selling is a steep learning curve. And this is where Panublix comes in. Panublix is a platform that aims to connect artisan enterprises with designers and end consumers so they can collaborate and create meaningful products to satisfy the digital consumer. We are committed to building a transparent, traceable, and impactful sourcing experience that connects all stakeholders through collaborative commerce. We have two main features: a collaborative sourcing platform and a traceable, impactful marketplace. In less than 6 months, we've managed to onboard a total of 14 community enterprises. Our e-commerce store was able to link our communities to over 30 countries. In just a few months since launching as an idea, we generated over 400,000 pesos in sales, at least 60% of which went directly to our partners, creating and sustaining at least 120 jobs amidst this pandemic. Recently, our product of sustainable yarns and textiles also sold 10 times more when ECQ was declared in Iloilo last June, showing how e-commerce and digitization can really help move our economy in this time. We are also closely working with our DOST Philippine Textile Research Institute to market our Philippine natural yarns and fibers as this would be more attractive in the export market. The Regional Yarn Product and Innovation Center, housed in ISAT U, is located here in Iloilo. That is why we have this competitive advantage with the direct raw material source. Compared to other competitors, we will position ourselves as a brand that holistically embodies a sociocultural, material science, and technology-driven approach, making us a cutting-edge brand in the industry. Our revenues come from the sales of yarns, textiles, product collaborations with designers, and platform service fees to access our supply chain. We are raising 500,000 pesos to onboard at least 100 weaving enterprises to the digital economy. Design, arts, and craft comprise two of the biggest creative economy exports. In South Korea, for example, they are worth $3 billion. There is a huge potential for the Philippines because design and craft is our country's strength. Solving systemic issues require diverse team, and our backgrounds in e-commerce, design, development, software, and biotech make us uniquely positioned to tackle this challenge. This is only the beginning. If previous pandemics gave rise to the Renaissance, what could a post-COVID-19 future bring? Hopefully, a renaissance in Philippine sustainable fashion, one that respects culture and values community. With your support, we hope to realize this mission. Join us and let's build this future together. Madamo gid nga salamat. Thank you.
I'm Claire from Panublix. Panublix comes from the word panublion, which means heritage. We chose this name because Iloilo was a former capital, a textile capital. And Panublix is a platform that aims to connect artisan enterprises with designers and end consumers so they can collaborate and create meaningful products to satisfy the digital consumer. We are committed to building a transparent, traceable, and impactful sourcing experience that connects all stakeholders through collaborative commerce. In just a few months since launching as an idea, we generated over 400,000 pesos in sales, at least 60% of which went directly to our partners, creating and sustaining at least 120 jobs amidst this pandemic. We hope to be part of the renaissance in Philippine sustainable fashion, one that respects culture and values community. Quadra TBI helped me as a startup founder to study about how to operate a startup in a more formal setting. And I think what I liked about Quadra TBI is I found people like me na who's new to the startup ecosystem, and I think there's no judgment sa Quadra TBI if you don't have much experience or knowledge sa pag-operate ng startup. So I think Quadra TBI supported me in that way by providing that kind of environment. So going through the Quadra Campo program, I learned about test and analysis. Then I learned the importance of creating yung customer persona, tsaka yung customer journey map. Then I think yung isa din sa pinaka-important na I learned is yung MVP. So I used to think na yung minimum viable product, it has to be like a great product na parang dapat outstanding talaga. So I learned from Quadra Campo na pwede naman siya na parang like a website or a feature na you would assess kung papatok ba sa consumers yung product mo. Yun. I look forward to having an address for our startup. Then, of course, I look forward to the expertise of ISAT U in terms of crafting machines that could standardize yung products namin. Maybe they could also help me sa process of yung availing ng services ng DOST PTRI para ma-check yung quality ng masks that we produce. I hope Quadra TBI does not tire of helping yung mga startup founders like me na walang masyadong alam pa sa startup ecosystem. And given the attitude ng ISAT U, sana mas marami pa silang ma-encourage na mag-put up ng startup din. Yeah.
For now, may we call on Eljan Cianes of Smart School for their turn to pitch.
Hello everyone, I'm Eljan, co-founder of Smart School, a collaborative school management solution for public schools.
Eljan, sorry, we can't hear your voice. It's just a little bit medyo mahina. Can you like hold your mic near your
Hello?
Yeah, that's better. Okay.
Okay. Great. So
go ahead.
Hello everyone, I'm Eljan. I'm the co-founder of Smart School, a collaborative school management solution for public schools. Sorry. So when we talk about school automation, everything that comes to our mind are private schools and universities, right? You see, this is the problem because it's more than a decade past and nothing changes. But we have food of delivery, Lazada, and shopping.
Eljan, sorry, the volume is really low. Is it possible to adjust the microphone?
Wait.
Hello?
Okay, that seems better. Yep.
Okay, great. Sorry. So hello everyone. Hello again. I'm Eljan, co-founder of Smart School, a collaborative school management solution for public schools. So as I mentioned before, when I say school automation, everything that comes to my mind is private schools and universities, right? So this is the problem because it's more than a decade past and nothing changes. But as you can see, we have Foodpanda for food delivery, we have Lazada for online shopping, we have GCash for cashless payment. But when it comes to something important as education, public schools are still behind. So why is it important to have a school system to every campus? Well, take Teacher Joyce, for example. She has an average class of 50 students, which is double the amount of pupils in the private schools. And as a result, she's always having a difficult time to keeping track of attendance, grades, quizzes, and so on. And this is Yula, a grade 10 student under Teacher Joyce. She is constantly dissatisfied because she can check her grades, attendance, and performance on a regular basis. And this is May, mother of Yula. She is always concerned once Yula leaves the house since owing to a lack of contact. She doesn't know if Yula is in school or not. That's why we created a tried and true solution to this sort of problem, complete with a professional service and easy to use interface. And because we are targeting public schools, we are giving them an affordable monthly subscription for every public schools. And with our students and parents, we now monitor their grades and attendance, and teachers can now manage their student at their convenience and generate report faster than ever. Parents and students can now receive announcement via SMS, email, and push notification anytime and even if they are offline. So how large is the market? Well, however, in the Philippines, there are 90% of students still do not have access to any portal, and 7,000 public schools are still lagging behind, and our total addressable market is 13 billion pesos. So we are SaaS startup. Students will pay only of 50 pesos per month. And we also provide a free trial period ranging from 5 months or 1 year. And we projected generating 100,000 revenue for a single public high school a month with an average class of 2,000 students. So we started Smart School because we continue to see gaps in the products of our competitors. And as you can see, the only common that we have is a web and mobile app. And this is what sets us apart because our platform is gamified, where students and even teachers can earn points and badges and convert them into prizes. and this encourages them to improve their performance and become consistent on their efforts. Again, because we are targeting public schools, we recognize that the majority of our parents are uneducated. As a result, we introduced a multi-dialect platform where they can select their preferred dialect, like such as Surigao, Ilonggo, or Bisaya. And again, we're three times cheaper than our competitors. So the average price is 200 and our price is only 50 pesos per month per student. So our go-to-market plan is simple. We'll partner with schools where we came from to make it simpler for us to acquire our first client, and we may easily gain their trust, bargain with them, and implement school as soon as possible using this strategy. And also we partner with organizations that share our purpose and work together to promote one another. So in less than 4 months, we have around 1,600 active users, a partnership with 4 public high schools in the division of Norte, and has over 5,000 potential users for the upcoming school year. So this is my team. We are 8 people in our group. 5 is our founders and 3 is our early employees. So we are a group of students, grads, and professionals. And we may not be the finest team, but we have the commitment and bravery to make Smart School a unicorn startup in the next 10 years. But in order for this to happen, we need to raise funds. So that's why we're looking for 12 months of financing to reach around 100 schools with a total of about 300,000 potential users, which translates to $1.5 million revenue over 10 months. These issues may be addressed not just by digitizing schools, but also by bringing about improvements that would push education to be more progressive and interactive. Smart School, a collaborative school management solution for public schools.
So, good day, everyone. My name is Eljan, and I am the co-founder of Smart School, a collaborative school management solution for public schools. And it is a web and mobile app designed for public schools, so they can have a LMS and a school system, just like any other universities and private schools. So yeah, and we are based in Surigao City, Mindanao. Okay, so actually, Quadra helped me become a better entrepreneur, and it also, the way I pitch, the way I introduce my startup, I negotiate and plan exactly, execute well our Smart School. So it really helped us a lot to bring Smart School to the market and to acquire our first school or client, which is around 1,700 active users. And yeah, so actually, malaking tulong talaga yung Quadra by accepting us in their bootcamp kasi nga maraming insights at mga na-receive namin, and yung mga advice and tips na nakuha namin sa kanila, and especially sa mga mentors and mga speakers, is malaking tulong talaga, especially bago pa kami sa tech industry, and hindi pa kami masyadong maraming alam when it comes to tech and business. So yeah. Okay, so one thing that I learned is to focus only one thing, and yung one at a time. Kasi before, I was handling actually 2 startups, and di ko na-realize na hindi pala madali mag-handle ng isa lang. Kaya doon ko nakita yung importance ng mag-focus ng isang startup lang para maging successful din siya. So, at isa is yung customer journey map, is yung the way yung kunin mo talaga yung anong value na ibibigay mo sa mga customers, at dapat talaga is focus ka sa customers instead of generating profit. Okay, so I'm looking forward to gain another and more knowledge about tech startup, and get more networks, partners, and collaborations, and hopefully they can help us incorporate our startup and get some trademarks, and help us get more acquire more clients in the next few months or few years. Okay, so I first is thank you for first of all thank you for having me here and for inviting me here and and giving us chance to participate the prestigious boot camp. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity, and for ISAT U is congratulations for. I hope you can inspire more young entrepreneurs just like me, and I mean help more entrepreneurs become a successful businessman in the next 10 years. So yeah.
We may have to move forward with the next startup. Let's call on Techno PH, who will be the representative for the pitch today. Please go ahead and share your screen.
So, a great morning to all. I am Nico, and I will be presenting to you our world-class locally developed technology on mobility. So, we are from TechnoPH, a serial hackathon team that is engaged in the development of technology for the underprivileged and underrepresented sector of our society. And we have over 10 years of community building experience and 6 years of business involvement. We have access to important and influential networks in the various markets we are in. And we believe that our organization is the perfect team to solve the problem, which I'm going to discuss in the next few slides. Traffic congestion is a perennial problem to the Philippines. We see that a passenger may spend a grueling 45.5 minutes travel time on average. In pre-pandemic times, 16 days is lost due to traffic. Even the pandemic period, still passengers have lost 10 days, which is attributed to the traffic congestion. So our drivers are unorganized. We have observed that the drivers go to the streets on their own, often without coordination with their association and their local government unit. And most traffic congestion is attributed to poor driving behaviors, as well as lack of training, retraining, and retooling. So the slow movement of vehicles affect not just the commuters, but also the transfer of goods and services. And ultimately, this translates to negative impact, which is around 3.5 billion pesos a day. So the Philippine government, through its LTFRB, required the establishment and the use of fleet management system to improve the traffic congestion by organizing the Drivers Association and their members. So we would like to convert these massive exorbitant laws into something equally profitable. So we introduce our technology, Tripify. So to know more how Tripify works, may we invite everyone to watch this short video.
We are a fleet management services and mobile application solution for driver operators, which efficiently optimizes complex transportation-related operations to ensure fast, reliable, and safe ride for the public. Our technology is the only Philippine entry that won an international award given by the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation in their Innovation for Public Transport competition in 2021 at Shanghai, China. Have the world-class fleet management system today. More than just compliance, we make managing your fleet easy. Tripify.
So for our market potential, we would like to tap the 1.27 trillion pesos market using a business-to-business model. And we shall engage portions of 400,000 drivers with 3,000 or more drivers association nationwide. And daily commuters of around 16 million Filipinos. So Tripify earns by collecting a one-time fee and a monthly recurring fee to fund its operations for the Filipino drivers and commuters. And Tripify costs lower compared to its current competitor in the market. We have started our development last year in coordination with the Drivers Association and consultancy with LTFRB key personnel and the International Road Federation. We have already met with 14 out of 28 Drivers Association in the city and province of Iloilo to be on board with us starting this August this year. And Tripify is already deployed in Cebu and Negros Occidental, and we are seeing a better projections next year as we expand to other cities and provinces such as Davao, Jensan, and Cagayan de Oro. In 2023, we see Tripify as a nationwide product in mobility. Now, we want you to take full advantage of this exciting opportunity. So our ask is 5 million pesos for a stake at 20% of our company. This investment will be spent on marketing, payment of the web services, and acquisition of additional equipment for monitoring of our system. The said amount will also be used to hire programmers to expand our current technology to better assist the government and our commuters in preparation for the intelligent traffic system in the future. Indeed, this is an exciting time to those who can see what lies ahead. I remember a relevant quote which I'd like to share. The best way to predict your future is to create it. We hope that you will be with us as we make things happen. Thank you very much for your time, and that's it. We are now open for questions.
I am Nico. I am a co-founder of TechnoPH. We are TechnoPH, a serial hackathon team bringing solutions to the real-world problems. Today, we bring our fleet management system to solve the ailing traffic conditions in the Philippines by organizing the drivers and their organization on an efficient, safe, and reliable travel every time, anytime, and anywhere. As a startup co-founder, I was able to gain insights from the TBI and from the other startups in planning and doing and checking our idea. In Quadra Campo, I learned how to communicate effectively with key people and stakeholders, and I learned the basic and advanced management skills. We are looking forward to develop more technologies to help our society and ultimately achieve some of the sustainable development goals. Yeah, I am very happy to be part of this ISAT U community and as a student and as an incubatee. And we extend our warm greetings to the entire ISAT U community in this year's Foundation Day. That's it.
For now, we have to move forward with our next startup. Can we have Vida from Views?
Hi, maayong aga. I'm Vida Aurora C., Head of Operations and Marketing of Views Tech Solutions, bringing you Panay 360, your 360i in Panay. So let me introduce you first to the 3 different customer personas we have identified. First, we have couple John and Jane, who wishes to rent out an extra property. Next, we have Sir Steve, a businessman who wants to beef up the marketing of his commercial building. Next, we have Ma'am Ara, a senior hotel operations manager who wants to explore other strategies of promoting her hotel. One thing they all have in common is they are so looking forward to post-pandemic recovery. Speaking of pandemic, allow me to take you to a little throwback pre-pandemic. So Iloilo City has seen a rise in its investment potential, particularly from the years 2016 to 2019. A report by lamudi.com.ph cited a steady increase in the demand for condos in the city since 2017 and also a spike in the supply in June to October 2018. A report from the same group the following year also cited an increase in the number of properties in the city across different types, plus an 8% increase in the registered businesses from 2017 to 2019. So with that, we still note that there is still a lot of untapped opportunities to further strengthen the promotion of the investment potential of Iloilo and the Panay Island in general, thus highlighting the call for the creation of an investment promotion platform for Iloilo and the entire island. All of these insights led us to create Panay360.ph, a search engine web-based platform showcasing 360-degree virtual tours of different establishments, landmarks, and properties in Panay Island and including Limaras. The platform will feature sites ranging from cultural spaces to workplaces to real estate properties. With this platform, Views intends to pave the way for faster and higher conversion, whether in the form of rentals, sales, or promotions. Our target customers include owners, whether business owners or real estate property owners, the buy and sell businessmen, property developers, and marketers. Our revenues will be coming from listing fees and commissions, and also from the add-on features. For our go-to-market roadmap, we have traffic acquisition through traffic attractive sites and SEO campaign. To capture our customer, we will be marketing via different social media platforms and presenting to different industry associations and chambers. And lastly, for our retention strategy, we will have regular updates, site spotlights, curated virtual tours, and analytics monitoring. Considering the different players in the space, we want to position Panay 360 as a platform for immersive thematic content with a targeted reach and dedicated tech support team. So currently, we are a three-man team with me handling the business development side, Wilfredo C. Jr. handling the strategic and creative development, and Andrea Napalan for tech-based development. So we are expecting our first few bookings to come in by first and second quarter of 2022. And with that, break even is projected to be around the third and fourth quarters of 2023. Currently, we are still in the product development phase, and we are set to launch the site by end of this year with a number of Iloilo virtual tours already. Our pipeline for 2022 includes expansion to the other provinces, and launching of our aligned product lines such as our 360 virtual fairs and Panay 360 for schools. So taking into account our plans, the bulk of our investment will have to go to the expansion of our manpower and the upgrading of our equipment. We consider these two as the most critical to achieve our intended growth. So with that, I invite you to join us in bringing more people inside the theme of what Panay has to offer. Once again, this is Views Tech Solutions bringing you Panay360.ph.
So hi everyone, good afternoon. So I'm Vida Aurora C. I'm the co-founder and chief storyteller for Views Technology Solutions Inc. So we are a new startup focusing on developing different digital and virtual platforms for storytelling. So our maiden product is Panay360.ph, a search engine optimized web platform that hosts 360-degree virtual tours of different landmarks and establishments, as well as 360-degree events in Panay Island and Guimaras. So as a startup founder, it really equipped me with, the foundation. I don't have any business background from school. I did not finish a business degree, but very helpful gid ang TBI in terms of how to translate your idea or your concept into an actual business, or how to make it grow into an actual business. Nga hindi lang siya concept, hindi lang siya picture in your head, hindi lang siya crazy idea, but it's something that can really work and of course can earn money and can profit. And at the same time, I'm also happy to be part of Quadra TBI because I got to meet other startup founders, different na amon mga lain-lain na amon nga kumbaga levels and phases in the startup journey, but we got to learn from each other's experiences and insights throughout the bootcamp. So when I joined Quadra TBI for Views, so that was also when we started and when we built the foundations of our startup. So as I was attending the bootcamp, I also got to apply the learnings to modify, mold our business model, and even our maiden product. So I think my greatest takeaways would be, first is the customer journey map. It's something na I really find helpful na you put yourself in your customer's shoes so you can identify and address their pain points. Okay, sometimes, especially because we are startup founders, so we tend to get attached to our idea. So at least with the customer journey map, it helps us be more objective and zero in get on how our idea would really apply or would really relate to our customers. And also another takeaway would be the MVP. So I think same with the other startup founders na it's a common notion na MVP na it has to be perfect, it has to be the one to give your business a breakthrough, but actually it's not. That's why it's called MVP, because it's minimum, meaning you can still increase its value as you learn in the process, as you make mistakes, fail, and grow. So I think those are my greatest takeaways from the bootcamp. So I'm really looking forward to fully launch Views and Panay 360.ph with the support of Quadra TBI. And I'm also looking forward to collaborating with other startups in Quadra TBI, and at the same time, really grow our startup. And I'm also looking forward to the resources and the opportunities that the TBI can open and can offer for us now. We are still starting, and especially during this time na we have to be kumbaga conservative with our resources, and we have to be very careful with our investment kay times are really uncertain pa for now. So that's really something na I'm really looking forward to have a kumbaga a safety net or a big brother through the TBI. So together with ISAT U, so I join everyone in celebrating the university's Foundation Week. And for TBI, I continue to wish TBI more success and more opportunities. Kay, of course, the opportunities that come to TBI will also open up more opportunities for us, the startup incubatees, and we hope na more startups pa ang magsulod sa TBI, and at the same time more entrepreneurs and even those nga wala pa gina-consider themselves as entrepreneurs but would like to explore that side of them. They have this crazy idea and they want to explore if they can turn it into a business. I hope na I get to see more of these people applying for TBI and maximizing the assistance that TBI can offer.
Thank you, Vida of Views, for the presentation. For the next one, let's have Mr. Wilfredo C. Jr. representing Workable Spaces. Please go ahead po, share your screen.
Morning, everyone. So my name is Wilfredo C. Jr. I'm the CEO and founder of Workable Spaces. So we are a startup based in the architecture, engineering, and construction industry. So our tagline, less means more, meaning less space means more innovation. So our story starts with our customer persona by the name of a young couple, Jack and Jill. They have been living in an apartment for more than 5 years and having a hard time getting a decent house or apartment rental. So they are just part of the current housing demand for Western Visayas, which is around 428,000, and a 5.7 million housing demand for the whole Philippines. They are also part of the market share of the 18 to 44 age range, which composes around 72% of property seekers seeking apartments, condominiums, and houses based on lamudi.ph. So the basic problem currently is we have substandard housing in the Philippines amounting to 70 million living in these spaces, and we have a housing backlog of 6.5 million. Our value proposition, we are proposing to design a small house with a small building footprint, making it more affordable. Aside from being more affordable, this is fully customizable. You can change your specifications based on your budget needs, changing from wall finishes to floor finishes to ceiling finishes based on wood, steel, composite, concrete, according to your tastes. Aside from this one, even with the small spaces, we're able to give you, to maximize the use of spaces, we give you a full-size bathroom, a full-size kitchen, and able to give you a queen-size bedroom and a full-size sofa bed. Even with these areas, we'd like to take note of manageable energy and water consumption, given the small space, and this has big potential as being an off-grid solution. So our minimum viable product based on the residential proposal starts with our 3x3 modular structure. The 3x3 structure can be converted into a single residential unit. It can be converted into an isolation bedroom or for emergency use. And since this is a modular design, you can play with it, stack it, double it, convert it into a single family unit, maybe convert it into a duplex residential unit, depending on the size of your needs, convert it into a row house. Also, you can have the option to elevate this, converting this also into a stack house or converted into an office, staff quarters, maybe a clinic or other commercial spaces. So our business model is very straightforward. We just add 20 to 30% profit per unit sold. Our go-to-market plan is creating a model house as our showcase, making a promotional video in social media marketing, and a direct sales pitch to identified individual clients. We'd also be doing partnership with the banks, giving them loan opportunities and partnering with brokers for more access to property seekers. For the competitive analysis, we have the big industries out there, but based on our computation, we are able to go lower than their cost and even match other current prefab companies out there. For our financial projections, based on the housing demand, given a 1% market adoption, there is a potential of a 493 million profit for Western Visayas alone and a 6.5 billion potential market for the whole Philippines. For our current status and accomplishments, currently we are building our test house towards the end of the year, and myself and my wife will be doing the testing on this for 2 months, trying to improve. For the 2022 and 2023, our initial market ask of 20 million is to produce the warehouse and in order to produce 10 family units at a time. Our expected ROI is at the end of 2023. So our core team is composed of myself, a senior architect, having 2 decades background in the AEC industry, and we have 4 other members, Danison, Vida, Jan, and Gwendolyn. So in closing, again, we are Workable Spaces, and our end goal is to give you less space means more innovation and more value. Thank you very much. Good morning. My name is Wilfredo C. Jr. I am a CEO and founder of Workable Spaces. We are an architecture and construction based startup. So Workable Spaces, more or less, you want to make more of the spaces that we have. So we analyze sa planning, and then also make use of small spaces to maximize. Also, we do modular furniture, modular design. So more or less, amo na siya, to maximize what you have in terms of cost, in terms of resources. As a startup founder, I think kasi kami on the architecture field, we were never trying to do business. No, you need to go to do the practice, tapos you need to learn from the mistakes. Being sa TBI na startup, gives you more confidence, also gives you insights from other startups, how they started, anong struggles nila, and then also gives you confidence that you're not alone in the field. No, the struggle is real. Hard work pays off in the end. Going through the Quadra Campo program, there are several lessons, no, mga eye openers, several things na we did not expect. May mga na type of perspective, at it widens your perspective also in the business industry, and then it shows you how other startup founders think. So given with that, no, you get to interact with them, you get to collab, those things, no, even the elevator pitch na putting all your ideas in just a few minutes. No, it's simple to say, but it's very quite hard also to do. No, but I'm learning a lot, not just watching some movies, but this time this is for real. So yeah, those are the things that I've learned. Looking forward, we're very happy na we've become confirmed na incubatee. Also gives confidence sa business model, knowing that this is not just parang shooting for the stars na ideas, but it's something that we presented, and people have analyzed and thought na what we're doing is on the right track. No, so gives us more confidence. If there are other things nga pwede kami maka-pitch or pwede kami maka-apply for grants, no, it gives us a boost of confidence na knowing we are on the right track. My words for ISAT U Foundation Day: never stop learning, never stop exploring. Don't be held back with what you have. Explore the possibilities and push the limits of innovation. That's all. Thank you.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the 8 confirmed startup incubatees for ISAT U Quadra TBI. We also have in the running 8 spin-off companies, which are rising startups who are from the university, especially our faculty researchers. And they will be going through a dedicated program so that we can further develop their business models and ideas to make it to the next round of acceleration. On that note, that's why we want to open it to the ISAT U community, the opportunity. If you have an idea for a startup or a business that you want to actually make into reality, contact us at Quadra TBI, because this is our tech business incubator of ISAT U. We actually would like to prioritize innovators coming from our university community. As a matter of fact, we have been engaging already with graduate students, especially in our master's programs, so that we could train them to become startup entrepreneurs. Here are some of the pitches of our master's students.
To our respected panel of experts, our teacher, Dr. Carlos Sira, my fellow classmates, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. In behalf of the Bossings, I, Mary Elizabeth Pareño, will introduce to you our app website called the Vospa. a virtual one-stop shop for packaging needs of MSMEs and startups. When the COVID-19 pandemic hit the world, studies show that there was a spike in the growth in the e-commerce sector. As lockdowns became the new normal, businesses and consumers increasingly went digital, providing and purchasing more goods and services online, raising e-commerce share of global retail trade from 14% in 2019 to about 17% in 2020. With the help of social media, many ordinary people started putting up their businesses and posting them online. According to data from DTI, our economy is composed mostly of MSMEs at about 99.5%. And of this slice of the pie, 80% are micro, like sari-sari stores, home-based businesses, and so on. Small entrepreneurs are at 10%, like groceries, bigger than sari-sari stores, small boutiques, and the likes. And medium enterprises at about 0.5%, like wholesalers, hardwares, taxi fleets, and so on. Here is the example of the products of some of our MSMEs versus that of the neighboring countries. We have similar quality products to them, but the way we have presented it to the market needs extra work. Today, in the digital and pandemic era, these apps have been the go-to platforms of our MSME online sellers, which are Facebook Marketplace, Lazada, Shopee, Instagram, and some in Amazon. But there's a catch. According to a number of sources, including Forbes and HuffPost, 90% of e-commerce startup businesses end in failure within the first 120 days. Why do they fail? Because of poor planning, lack of capital, lack of visibility to target market due to poor marketing and branding strategy, lack of supply of raw materials, lack of business knowledge. And also, packaging design is part of marketing and branding strategy. It is, after all, the silent salesperson of our product and is the focus of Vospa. So who is Vospa? Vospa aims to provide everything that a startup needs to grow their businesses conveniently and at an affordable price. Vospa envisions to become a go-to platform of Filipino entrepreneurs and professionals to showcase their products to the global market stage. In this website or app, users can create their own logo and marketing materials, choose and design their packaging materials for their products, connect with the right people, sell their products on online platforms, and learn more about running and growing their businesses. So here are the functions of Vospa. Vospa is an accessible app that has almost everything a small and starting entrepreneur needs to nurture a business. Vospa allows users to create their own logo, label design, and marketing materials, such as ads and basic video editing. And this feature is inspired by Canva, but is tailored more for the packaging aspect. Vospa allows users to choose the right packaging material for their product and its supplier, choose the right label design template, and choose the right people to help them grow their businesses. Vospa helps users to connect with the right people, such as suppliers, investors, experts, other professionals, and fellow entrepreneurs, and helps them connect with their target market as well. Vospa helps users and partners alike to sell their products and services in the platforms. User can sell their products and partners can sell their services to the users or consumers. Lastly, Vospa also motivates its users to learn their trade from business learning materials available on the app or on the website, from virtual conferences held from time to time by the app, from success stories of fellow entrepreneurs, and from member experts and professionals. So Vospa, Source of income are the membership fees of the users and the partners, which are the companies and the experts who will offer their services to the users. The ads and downloads in the app and website. Market income share. A percentage goes to Vospa for every service or product that is sold on the platform, and from virtual conferences held by the app or the website. So who can join Vospa? These are MSMEs, experts, consultants, suppliers, government agencies, creatives, and angel investors. For the financial projection, Vospa needs to invest on the following: a facility, equipment, office supplies, app development and maintenance, server, licensing and registration, ads expenses, internet connectivity, salary for 2 employees for the first 12 months, and monthly bills such as electricity, water, cell phone load, and notarial fees, with a total of 1,669,800. For income sources for the first 12 months, Vospa can earn from in-app purchases from user members, which are the MSMEs, wherein if in the first 12 months there are 5 users who pay the membership fee of 500 every month, Vospa will earn 30,000. For partner membership with a membership fee of 500, if there are 10 companies or suppliers who would join Vospa and pay 500 monthly fee for the next 12 months, Vospa will earn 60,000. And if there are only 5 freelancers, designers, creatives, and professionals and consultants, if there are only 5 for the first 12 months that would pay the monthly fee of 500, Vospa will earn 30,000 from them. The app will also earn from the virtual conferences it will hold from time to time. For the first year, if the app holds 2 conferences with at least 20 participants per conference at a conference fee of 2,000, the app will have a clean revenue of 36,500 outside of conference expenses such as tokens and fee for the speaker and tokens for the participant. App will also earn from the share of items sold on its market and on other apps. For the first year, if the users and partners will be able to sell products and services worth at least 2,000 pesos per day, and Vospa takes 1% of it, Vospa will have, or takes 5% of it, Vospa will earn 36,500 per year. If the user cannot afford a conference, the user has another option, and that is buying learning materials from the app. If every day there are at least 2 users who pay 100 pesos for a material that is 200 pesos per day, the app could earn 62,000 pesos clean outside of author's royalty. This next estimation is based on Google search only. For app downloads, an app could earn 50 pesos per day combined Android and iOS. Given that the bulk of downloads and usage happens on at most 10 months or 2 months after the app was launched, the app could earn 15,000 pesos from downloads. For in-app ads, Google has AdMob. If Vospa subscribes to AdMob, according to their website, the apps could earn at least 5,000 pesos per day from the ads they cluster or plan for app developers and publishers. Given the bulk of activity in the app happens 2 months after launching of the app could earn at least 1.5 million pesos in 1 year. All in all, the app's potential income for the first year of operations could be at 1,769,500. To see if there's profit, we subtracted the capital expense from the net income, and we'd get 300 pesos shy of 100,000 pesos profit for the first year. With the saturation of the MSMEs in our economy, especially during this pandemic season, and as more people turn to online selling or online business after losing regular paying day jobs, and the thriving e-commerce industry and the restrictions we are experiencing from time to time, I think there is good potential for Vospa. So who are the bossings behind the Vospa? Ms. Burley Berha, a government employee, Ms. Shara De La Torre, an electronics engineer, Ms. Mary Elizabeth Pareño, a packaging engineer, Mr. Kim Raj Canto, an electronics engineer, Ms. April Frias, a government employee, Mr. Henry J. Ocate, a college instructor. So what are you waiting for? Pack up your dreams, and with Vospa, let's package your way to success. We are located at Iloilo Science and Technology University, Burgos Street, La Paz, Iloilo City. Thank you and have a good day.
Okay, good morning, everyone. The group 2 will present our selected startup or our startup. It is named Select and Build Your Home Designs and Solutions. Who are in this team, the builders? We have Ma'am Rhea Dagompanan, BSIT Diploma in Teaching, our Operation Manager, Giovanni Anzelias, ECE, the Marketing Manager, and yours truly, the Finance Manager, and Ma'am Mary Joel Loy, BSCS, our Web Software Developer, and Sir YCP Villanueva, BIT, ADT, our Graphic Designer, and Ma'am Nicole Gadong, DMIA, our Advertising Creative Director. So what is the problems of construction industry in this pandemic? For the building owners, we have the difficulty and time-consuming finding building house contractors, limited face-to-face meetings and consultations to contractors, professionals, difficulty to find skilled workers for the design and construction of the building, overpricing of goods, materials due to building owners, lack of knowledge. Next is our customer persona. Name, Engineer Josh Kyle Jamelo. Age 22 years old, profession licensed engineer, subcontractor. Would like to enhance business using the unable to meet face-to-face clients due to pandemic and limited space. Would like to do business online. And the other one, named Sarah P. Reyes, 48, government employee, married, would like to build a home, willing to spend money for quality home, has limited time to find construction. Would like to transact online. So Select and Build Solutions. It is an online platform for both contractors, firms, and building owners, clients. Easier ways to find firms, contractors suited for your personal needs, consistent and efficient communication and updates, group of skilled workers the customer, user can choose, offers quality and elegant designs and solutions based on customer's choice. And then our value proposition, great communication and always on time, post-project access and troubleshooting, educated workers and trained workers, best prices, highest quality, and our product services offered, pre-construction design and estimating, design, build, renovation and expansion, remodeling, maintenance, finishing services, for example, painting and decorating. Our market potential, the savings, 2.5 billion harnessing potential or savings, 800,000 plus labor force, 10,000 plus construction firms, and 15 million customers. So this is the Quarter 2 2023 nationwide track and projection, the 2021 development, 2022 launching in Iloilo City and Iloilo Province, construction firms, 100 construction firms, gross income is 4 million. Quarter 4 launching in Western Visayas, construction firms, 400 construction firms, gross incomes will be 35 million. And then expansion to Visayas areas for the year 2023, there are construction firms 2,000, and then the gross is 170 million. And the year 2023, nationwide operations, construction firms 10,000, and the gross is 810 million. And then the revenue stream, advertisement and endorsing, construction firm, monthly registration fee, commission from construction firm. Investment capital, there are 3 million per 20% equity, the acquisition of additional equipment and programmers, and then we have the web services and then the marketing. So Select and Build can be contacted at this website, and then the contact number also. And then you can find us through also on Facebook, Select Build, and then our Gmail. That's all, sir.
Amazing innovations. And you know what? The first thing that anyone needs to do in order to become a founder is just to start. So we applaud anyone and everyone who is thinking about becoming a startup founder. Once again, if you have that idea in your head, then talk to us and we can actually help you make it happen. So on that note, I'd like to call on our project leader of ISAT U TBI to give the final remarks for our program. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Carlo S. Sira.
To our University President, Dr. Raul F. Muyong, to our Vice President for Research and Extension, Dr. Carmelo V. Ambot, to our industry investors, representatives and guests, and of course to our incubatees, good morning. When we first launched the Quadra TBI in January 2021, we were able to highlight different activities towards commercialization, which we thought is impossible to do. But thanks to the DOST, PSHERD, and ISAT U for all the supports provided to us to move forward. Creating the cohort of incubatees who receive series of trainings. Now, they are ready for industry matching. Industry matching is essential for starting company to experience for the first time on how to present their business to the investors for possible funding. Thank you for witnessing this momentous event, the industry matching session of our startups and spin-offs as they move forward towards the realization of their idea or technology, making them the first incubatee to graduate on December 2022 and to operate independent entity outside the university. To our incubatees, focus on your goal. Don't look in any direction but ahead. Again, thank you for your support. Stay safe, everyone, and God bless.
And that ends our program. Madamo gid nga salamat. Stay tuned for more replays of our technopreneurship sessions so you get a feel of what we're actually doing at ISAT U TBI. For more content, again, we invite you to follow our Facebook page, ISAT U TBI, also at Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter, or visit our website. That's www.quadratbi.tech. Again, my name is Doreen Marian Bautista, your entrepreneur in residence, and I hope to see you soon in our Quadra TBI, where we nurture deep tech startups for an innovative Philippines. Madam, magiging salamat and happy Foundation Week, ISAT U.